Alright, so let's do some help on the review. Alright, what you're asked to do, write the Pythagorean theorem formula. So for this triangle here, so that's leg 1 squared plus leg 2 squared equals hypotenuse squared. Here's the hypotenuse, leg 1 and leg 2. So just plug those values in. X squared plus n squared equals a squared. Alright, next one. I'm going to find x. Find x. So label the hypotenuse, leg, let's do leg 1, leg 2. So 4 squared plus, this is a leg, x is a leg, equals the hypotenuse squared. Oh, that's a 7. So I don't need to put an h, just put a 7 squared. So I do a little math, that's 16 plus x squared equals 49. Subtract that. So x squared equals 33. Now here's where I use my calculator. You can just leave it at x equals the square root of 33, or we can write approximately, that's approximately 5.75. So there's our answer. Okay, next one. X now is the hypotenuse. So I write 300 squared because that's a leg. That's a leg. So leg 1, leg 2. 300 squared plus 95 squared equals x squared. So I can use my calculator here. 300 squared plus 95 squared. So I'm doing this all in one step on my calculator. You don't have to. Is 99,025. That's x squared. So now I'm taking the square root of both sides. So x equals, and I punch in 9,000 or 99,025. 314.7. So it's approximately. Alright, now down here, state whether each numbers can be the sides of a right triangle. Then state whether they're Pythagorean triple. So if they're whole numbers that do make the Pythagorean theorem work, then yes, they are Pythagorean triple. If they're not whole numbers, then they don't work. So I know right away that that's not a Pythagorean triple. So what I should write over here is 12 squared plus 16 squared equals 20 squared. Because this is the hypotenuse because it's the longest side, and these are both legs. So 12 squared, that's 144. 16 squared, I'm using my calculator, 256 equals, and then 20 squared is 400. So if I add these both together, I do get 400 equals 400. So yes, they do make a right triangle, and yes, they are a Pythagorean triple. So that's number 4. Alright, so we know that these aren't Pythagorean triple, but let's see if they make a right triangle. So leg, leg, hypotenuse. So I write square root of 44 squared plus 6 squared equals the square root of 80 squared. Is this true? So that's 44. That's 36. And that is 80. When I square a square root, I just get the number that's inside. 44 plus 36, that gives me 80 equals 80. So, yes, this does make a right triangle.